Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. I have an idea of what we might do today because our sawmill is starting to get a little bit low on wood again, and because we don't own any of our own forests, what we might do is another deadwood contract, but this time we'll take a bigger trailer and load up the deadwood logs with the log grab. Obviously that trailer was a bit small, but we do own this trailer over here, which has been used as a grain trailer, but we can, I believe, convert this into a flatbed. I think we can anyway, so what I'm going to do is take this to the shop and we'll get it reconfigured, hopefully as a flatbed trailer, which we might be able to put the logs on, and then we can bring them back to our own sawmill. They're not worth anything to take to the other sawmill, but if we use them in our own sawmill we actually will make quite a lot of money through the planks and stuff, so that's the plan. I will need to accept the deadwood contract as well, so I'll just do that now before I forget. Then I'll know where we're actually going to. But I think there is one available. Yeah, here we go. So plot 64, we will accept the contract. We're not going to hire or lease the equipment this time. That was pointless, I think. We're perfectly capable of doing it with the chainsaw. So field 64, area 64, which is up here. It's a bit of a way. If we zoom out, we're here. It couldn't really be a lot further away, which is a bit of a pity, but we'll get there. And yeah, the shop is kind of en route, so we can go via the shop and then continue on up to the forest. So that's the plan. We'll obviously first of all need to make sure we can do this reconfiguring of the trailer, otherwise we're not going to be able to bring the wood back really. But we can still do the contract even if we can't bring the wood back. It'd just be a bit of a shame because I would like to use the logs in the sawmill. So I'll see you down at the shop. Hopefully we can get this trailer reconfigured. It shouldn't cost anything because I believe the higher the sides the more it costs, so if we've got no sides we're not actually adding anything to the trailer, so it should be free. But we will have to put it back to a grain trailer before harvest obviously. Anyway, see you down at the shop. So just arriving at the shop now, we'll get this hopefully reconfigured and then we'll head up to the forest. So here we are in the workshop area. The trailer we need to customise, and then configuration, and there we go, bale trailer. Hopefully this will be alright. Okay, let's give it a go. So it's free anyway, so we don't want to lose anything. Worst comes to the worst, we'll just have to take it back into a normal trailer. Yeah, we can do straps, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Okay, so yeah, next we need to connect the trailer again, and then we need to head on down to the forest, or up to the forest, depending on where it is exactly. I think it's up. So yeah, I will head over there, and we'll start to cut some wood. Well, one thing I hadn't really considered was just how steep this was actually going to be. The trees came from all the way up there, and I felled them, and they shot down the hill and straight to the road, which was kind of helpful because it saves me going up there as much. But the downside of that is I have nowhere to load the trees onto the trailer, which is a bit of a pain. I'm not sure whether I'm even going to be able to do it. Certainly they're too long at the moment. But I'm going to try and get them onto the trailer as best I can. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, I think, this. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it. The other place we did it was a lot easier. Oh, and also it's not very level on the pallet fork or on the front loader. So yeah, this is going to be quite a challenge. I'm in serious danger of causing a big problem here for myself. Probably going to roll the tractor over or just lose all the trees. Fortunately, we're not going to fail the contract by not loading them up. It's only for my benefit, really, for the sawmill, but it would have been nice to have got them as well, because it makes the contract a lot more worthwhile. But I don't know how I'm going to get them on the trailer very easily. I could possibly turn the trailer around so it's facing the other way, but then it might roll down the hill. At least where it is at the moment, it shouldn't roll away, because it's relatively flat. But yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to get the trees on. I don't want to knock the dolly A-frame. That's a funny angle because I won't be able to pick it up again, which I'm probably going to do. Yeah, not ideal. It's a shame there's not a nice flat place to load the trees other than the road. Am I going to get it on now, maybe? Possibly. It is so seriously steep, you'd never do this in real life. The tractor would have rolled over by now. Oh, maybe. We're kind of over the trailer. A little bit. Oh, no. This is the problem, it's just so steep. Right, if I can drop it there. It's slid down because it is even the trailer is on a slope here. Maybe I can push it up. This is going to take a lot longer than I was expecting because of how uneven the ground is or how steep it is. What I could have really done with is a nice flat pad or something to load on rather than on the main road or on the logging road. And it's just so narrow as well, the road. You'd never pass another vehicle on it. I don't know what you'd do if you met someone coming the other way on this road. It'd be a disaster, because one of them would end up falling down the hill. Right, there we go, I think we've got it on, finally. So it's taken that long to do one. The small one I obviously could lift up by hand. Okay, so we've done one. We've got some more, or a lot more to do, to get a full load. So I'm going to do this on a time lapse. It's going to be a little bit painful probably to watch, but I'll do my best, see if we can get as many on as possible. it looks like it could have probably gone a bit better. I think probably because I've taken all the trees down now, it won't let me cut any more of the wood. I have got some wood on board though, which is good. Could have gone worse, but also could have gone a lot better. There is one down on the track. If I follow the track all the way around, even though it's only literally a few metres away from me, I've got to travel all the way around to come back on the other side. But I will do it, because I want to try and get as much wood on as possible. I'm going to see if I can get it on. I don't think I will though, but you never know. But at least I've got some wood. I would have been a lot more disappointed if I hadn't got anything on board, but it would have been nice to get a bit more. So yeah, I think the reason it's not letting me cut the trees now is probably because I've cut every tree down, so it's not letting me cut in that area anymore. But like I say, if we get around the other side, I'm just going to give it a go and just see if I can get the other one. But if not, that's all we're going to get. So I'm going to take that back to our sawmill, and that can be turned into planks. I think it was against me really as soon as I found out how steep the land was. The other job we did, although it was a little bit steep, it was still doable, but this side is where we are now is extremely steep. There's no way that I will be able to travel up and down it with the tractor, I don't think. So we'll have to probably wait for the next deadwood job. Hopefully it'll be in a better position. But at least I've got some wood, like I say. It's not the end of the world. Just that I've wasted quite a lot of time doing it. Okay, so we should see the tree somewhere around here on the track. It's quite hard to see anything really through all these trees, but there it is. Whoa, don't want to crash into it. We'll drop the trailer, hopefully that won't roll off. And see if we can get this tree on. At least this one isn't on such a steep slope, although I might still struggle to get it on the trailer. And I don't think I'm going to be able to cut it either. Like I say, because it's outside of our, or what was our work area, which is now gone. Oh, and now it's getting dark. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm going to probably struggle to get this one on as well. It's not easy. Right, okay, so yeah, well the trailer's over here. I can't really see it through all the trees. Let's just see if I don't think it's going to let me cut it, but no, it's not in our area, so we can't cut it. That's annoying. If I hadn't cut all of the trees, if I'd left one, I would have been okay. But because I took them all down, it's now ended the contract. Or says it's completed the contract, so yeah, that's all I can do, it looks like. That's a shame. But like I say, not the end of the world. We can do more deadwood contracts in the future and hopefully in a better forest. I'll try and avoid doing this one again in this area because this one is just too steep. Like, I'm literally flat out now trying to reverse the trailer and it's struggling. Right, okay. So we're on the trailer again. I'm going to head back to the yard and then we're going to rest. We're going to drop this wood off drop the wood off at the sawmill, obviously, and then we're going to rest until the next day. So yeah, I'll time-lapse back to the yard. Back at the yard now, so we'll, like I say, get these into the sawmill. But we're going to have to move that trailer out of the way though. And as you saw there, I did move time forward manually rather than resting because it was getting so dark. I thought by the time we get there it's going to be dark anyway, we might as well just move forward to the next day and do most of the journey in the daytime. So that was the plan. Right, so here we go. Let's get this wood in and then we can turn that contract in once the wood's disappeared. Then we won't lose it. Brilliant, took it all. Although I don't think that would have even anywhere close to fill it, probably. Let's have a look. No, it's just under 10,000. Its maximum capacity is 14,000, so it's done a good job. It's helped it. We've topped it up, but yeah, it still needs more. But next time we get one a bit nearer and maybe on a bit flatter ground, it would be a bit easier. So we'll turn that contract in. At least we get £1,350 for that. That's not too bad. So we'll collect. And let's have a look at what else there is. Can we do any more contracts? Oh, we've got some fertiliser contracts. Back where we just came from. But at least the fertiliser contracts pay well and don't take too long. I know they're not the most exciting to watch probably, but they do certainly pay well. Some stone picking, weeding. Oh, weeding's not too far away. And we've got a wood transport job as well. So yeah, no more dead wood, but we have other things that we can be doing. Field 1 is not too far away. We could do that with our hoe. Oh, we've got to hoe our own field actually, haven't we? This one here, 32, is going to need weeding. Well, it has some weeds in it anyway, not too many. I thought it would have had more than that. But there is the central section needs fertiliser and it needs weeding. So yeah, we could do that. We haven't got a roller, we couldn't have rolled it. Maybe next time when we get a roller, I don't know. Yeah, but we'll get that done anyway. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to drop this trailer off. That needs reconfiguring back to a grain trailer, but it's not harvest time yet, so we may need it as a flatbed before harvest. Oh, looks like we've got our second is our second pallet of carrots, preserved carrots. Right, so we're going to need to spread it with fertiliser and we need to weed it with a hoe. So I'll get the spreader on. I might get the other tractor over here, this one here, to do the hoeing. So looks like the fields are doing well. That's the canola field, that's looking nice. Not as much damage this year, no hail damage. I think it was hail damage apparently that we got in the previous year. So the fields are looking a lot better this year, that's nice. And we might get to try out our baler eventually. It's been sat there a while now and not been used. Still not got a full honey pallet. That's very slow. And it's foggy again. I'm hoping that when the first update, the big update, comes out for this game, it might reduce the frequency of the fog. Not remove it, because I do like the fog, but just not too much of it. Anyway, yeah, like I say, we'll get the helper to do this, I think. It won't take it too long, it won't cost much to get the helper to do this. So, off you go. It's going to get rid of all the weeds. I wonder if it can detect where the weeds actually are, and it won't do the areas where there aren't any weeds. Who knows? Anyway, we need to get the spreading done, so we've got the spreader on. And I'm going to go and spread that field, just the central part of the field actually, because the headlands don't need doing where we did the ploughing. But the middle section does, so I'll go and do that. So we did our own field, and now I've just taken out 2 contracts for fertiliser spreading. Came down to the shop to get some more fertiliser as well. So we've done one already, that one's complete, so we can collect that one. And we've got one more to do, which is field 43, which is back up here again. This is where the forest was that we were just working in, so yeah, a little bit smaller in that direction again. Not too far away from here. So I'm going to go and do that one now. And obviously the helper is still doing the hoeing, I think, unless it's finished, but I think it's still going. But we'll get that back once we have finished doing our fertiliser spreading. So I'll go off and do that one more field, and I'll see you back at the yard. Job done, so back at the yard now. Just turn that contract in, so we get 6,300 for that one, so not too bad. And we just need to get our tractor back. Here we go. This one's finished work now, so that can be folded up. And we'll bring that back to the yard, and then that'll be it for today, I think. So, could have gone slightly better on the wood collecting front, but apart from that, it's been a fairly successful episode today. I think we've got all the weeds done there, yeah. So that's good. And we've got some milk. How much milk have we got, just out of interest? We haven't sold that yet. Apparently it's worth quite a bit. We have got 876 litres, which doesn't sound like a lot, but apparently it is worth about, is it £8,000 for 1,000 litres or something? So potentially there we've got almost £8,000, which would be nice. It's certainly taking a while to fill up though. But at least they're not consuming much grass. Okay, so I'll just park this up and then probably finish it there for today. Oh, the rice is looking alright. Oh, don't want to forget to... Nearly forgot. Flood the fields. And I'll go and do this one as well while I remember. Looks like I've got away with it. Like I say, last time I didn't flood them until right at the very end of the growing season, and they were fine. So, yeah, I don't know. Right, so yeah, that's it. So we'll just park this up. This can go back where it came from over here. And that will be it for today's episode. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.